Hey! I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Hey, you're saying that you were thinking about ignoring me? That's mean, King.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all, so I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
Eve. But by the way, King, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I?
Uh-huh.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Clubs.
Hello?
Sayori?
I thought I'd catch you coming out the classroom, but I saw you sitting in here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
What? I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
No what?
Well, you come join my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Hey, meanie.
Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I'll bring a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yay, let's go.
Everybody, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member.
Go to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you bottle boy. Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, King, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Ah, well, it's nice to meet the both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, King.
You too, Monica?
Come sit down, King. We made room for you at the table, so you can either sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I get a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa. So cute.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
It's delicious.
This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
But why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe, but not for, you know, you, dummy.
Alright. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica's a really great leader.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate, right everyone?
Yeah.
Do our best.
You know it.
So, King, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, manga.
I'm much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. My My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually emerge me as well. Is it amazing how a writer can be so relatable, take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
Guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, what's that?
Well, Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? Who gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind in the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say that out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute as you are.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No! You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I want to read everyone's poems.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get to know a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, King?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and,
But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
King!
You all... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Hey,
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came here for cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
thanks, I guess.
I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. King, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, King, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Hi again, King. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word.
Thanks for keeping your promise, King. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive first into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Manga is literature!
Don't worry, guys. King always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and King can become great friends too.
Sayori!
Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's nothing really.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our only chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club is too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to creative minds.
Doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody would come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Then after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their own creative minds.
That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Well, what kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcake.
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Nusugi makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcake speaks to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
Wah!
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry. This is your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up again late, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to that.
Don't say that so loud.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You are always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair's just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here.
But no one would even notice that.
Of course they would! Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you Mimi.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
And this is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have fun with these kind of things.
Don't say that! You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid!
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so...
But it's so stuffy. Ew. This is not worth it at all. This is so much better. So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he would let you do things like this and take care of me. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things!
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but this time I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Eh?
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! King, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring up the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, King.
Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I had no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure it's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a king poem. And that makes it extra special. Like I could feel your feelings in it.
You're so weird, Sayori.
It just makes me happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how it's really part of the club now.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? Like I said before, King, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people is something really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! You'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. And I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it.
Hi, Kate. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Anyway, wanna share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, King. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind and gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Oh. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An infinity?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, cause it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just moving your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening!
Oh. Sorry. forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading though.
Ah, so it's that bad.
Oh! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make the style more deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separated from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Of course, that's not something can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Asuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
It took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, King.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember, poets express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost, lingering in their own remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.